solve today's SATs question. So, circle the relative pronoun in the sentence below. So again, my top tip, this is question 33 in the paper. My top tip here is when we see the word relative pronoun, there should be 3 words that come to our mind straight away. And that are these words, which are who, which, and that. These are the main 3 relative pronouns that will crop up and be part of a SATs paper, okay? And even in terms of your writing. So again, if we spot these, so then straight away, before we even have to really read this question, we know that the 3 main relative pronouns are going to be who, which, and that. You can see it in the sentence already. So we don't even need to really think about this one in too much detail because the answer's obvious, even though this is supposed to be one of the more difficult SPaG questions or grammar questions. The children who were going swimming had their lunch earlier than we did. So the answer we can circle off very, very easily is who. But again, it's remembering that a relative pronoun, just to add a little bit of information, a relative pronoun begins a relative clause, okay? So the children who were going swimming, that is the clause that we're looking at, because the remainder of the sentence, the children had their lunch earlier than we did, the remainder of the sentence should make sense or be complete if we remove the relative clause. And that is true here. The children had their lunch earlier than we did. Fantastic. The relative clause is a clause that's dropped in there as some additional information that always begin with who, which, and or that. All right. So the answer to the question is who. We circle that word because we know our relative pronouns, and that is another SATs question solved.